we had a number of sins to confess, to identify and confess. When we came from our fightings, I was surprised to find that the Archbishop of the Church of Uganda, of which I am a member, was not based at Namirembe. Because for me, I knew the headquarters of the Church of Uganda was in Namirembe. Up to now, I have never found out why. But I felt the Ekibi is the sin of Okufuka. Okufuka was when you become cold, when you are discouraged. I was discouraged. I thought Namirembe was our headquarters. Up to now, I have never got a good explanation. What is exactly the problem? But also, in our, when I was to challenge fellow Christians about an issue. So I hope at some stage I will be helped to understand why the Archbishop, the ones I found here, because I found here, no, by the time we got rid of Idi Amin, there was Wani. Wani was the one in charge at that time. Then I heard that he was an exile in the Kasumoro Church, the one with this All Saints of the Europeans. But it's good, you the modern Church of Uganda people have given the Archbishop a befitting cathedral. So as I wait for the explanation, I congratulate the Christians. Now, I have two, you could call them spiritual points. Spiritual, one is developmental, the other one is spiritual. The developmental one is to challenge all the Christians about the parable of the talents. You know that those people were given talents, and the one who multiplied the talents, and the one who lost the talents, and the one who just sat on the talents. You know, their boss, when he came back, he was happy with the other one and was not happy with the other one. So we as Christians, we must be examples to the Bakafiri by using our talents. And in another part of the scriptures, it says, let your light so shine before men that they see your good deeds and praise your Father in heaven. Therefore, I am never impressed by people who say they are Christian, they are this and that. But if you say the way they are living they are not living a good example, a good life for themselves, and a good example to the others. So that is also another challenge. When I come here, the Bible comes back in my head. Because there is another portion which says that our bodies are the temple of the... Unfortunately, I know the Bible in Rinyankore. So I tried to translate in English. It says, so if our bodies are the temple of the Lord, we must look after those bodies. No hunger, no alcohol, no umaraya, no... Is obesity a sin also or what? So therefore, these two portions of the Bible, the parable of the talents and the other quotation about being examples, I would really like to commend them to the Christians. The United States of America, which so many people talk about, was actually built by Balokore, by Puritans who came from Europe. They had a lot of discipline, a lot of zeal. That's how they built the US. Now it has been taken over by other people. The people who are in charge now are other people now. Homosexuals, what have you. But the ones who built were the Christians. So you people, the Christians, if you really follow the example of Jesus, you can do a lot for this country. Now, on the issue of the spiritual side, I normally get problems with people who say they are religious, but you find that they are also bigots. Bigot is a word for being like narrow-minded, a bigot. Because you remember the parable of the Good Samaritan. Jesus was a revolutionary. He really challenged those Jews who had turned religion into something else. But the parable of the Good Samaritan showed that your tribe did not matter, your religion did not matter. What mattered was what you did, your actions. So when I find people fighting, that they are fighting, and this was part of one of the reasons why in 1965 at the Muiri Conference, Scripture Union, I disagreed with the Scripture Union leaders and withdrew a bit and did other things. The part of this was bigotry, chauvinism, to behave as if the denominations, Catholic, Protestant, Muslim, what? As if they are the most important thing, not the actions. And sometimes I see some of this, even, NRM of course fought this. That's how NRM succeeded. When we started our work, we rejected completely sectarianism. That's how we were able to build this force, which has been there for some time now. And I'm glad eventually when we came into the government, I don't know whether the churches copied our example. They started the Interreligious Council. I don't know whether you followed our example or you had done it before. I don't remember. But I congratulate you for having the Interreligious Council. But I would like this to really percolate down to the whole society, so that you don't judge people by what they do, not the label, the denominations where they worship, where they do this. Because then how do you handle the parable of the Good Samaritan? I hear the Samaritans were not Jews. They were also not, I think they were of another religion. But what he did is what Jesus praised. Finally, I discussed with Mama when we saw the good thing here. I said, ate ffe tukoze eki? Then we agreed that from our cows, not from the government budget, but from our cows, we contribute 100 million shillings. But since you also elected me as president, you remember that issue? Some 3 years ago, you said, Aveo. I will use that authority which you gave me in the new budget of July to contribute 1 billion shillings to the church. Ebyange bikomyawo Katonda yebazibwe. There is an assistant bishop